when it comes to the character Static, like starting out, it was mostly a way for Black characters to be in comics. Because, and this is, I also mentioned this in the presentation I was giving, is that a lot of these characters couldn't get on with like these mainstream comic book companies. So, like DC and Marvel, they couldn't get on because that wasn't the market that was wanted back then. And so it's just like, okay, you have this character here, but he's not marketable. So you're not going to put him in here. And it took like a group of actual, like a diverse group that started the Milestone Media Comics. And that's how you get Static and like a bunch of different characters in the Dakotaverse, which that's a whole deep dive in itself. But that's how all of that started, and that was more of the representation for the characters and the cultural representation for Black people in general. Because if you looked at how some of the characters were drawn, portrayed, you could tell that like a lot of it was taken from one point in time and they didn't move past that. They were just like, okay, this is just the way we're gonna have this character, and that's it. And Static was like the one character that didn't necessarily break the mold, but he definitely like he walked so some of these other heroes could run. And like again, as they talk about the gun violence, being raised by a single dad in a middle class family, like all of that, those like actual things that happened within that series and the comics that brought a reality to like, hey, this character is going through this, but also I go through this on not just a daily struggle, but every once in a while because no one's talking about it, no one's bringing it to light, but it still keeps happening.